Welcome to Heartglow CEO, where high achievers evolve into purpose-driven powerhouses. I'm Casey Rossi, your integrative leadership coach. Join us to break free from people-pleasing and burnout, exploring mindset, embodiment, and soul alignment. Discover expert insights, success stories, and actionable tips for holistic wealth on your terms. This is where transformation meets the modern female leader. Let's go. Hey, beautiful leader. We're going to take a deep, nourishing breath together as we step into Q2. This is not about judgment. It's about awareness, alignment, and ease. Before we dive in, I want to share a beautiful review that just came in for the podcast. Sugar Chap says, quote, "Absolutely love this podcast. It has helped me start my day with great intention and reminds me of exactly what I need to remember when I need to." Sugar Chap, thank you so much. That is exactly why I do this work. I also want to open with this thought from Brené Brown. Clarity is kindness. When we reflect with honesty and self-compassion, we give ourselves the gift of clarity, allowing us to move forward with confidence and peace. Let's gently ease into our topic today, which is checks and balances, both in our business and our energy. This is a moment to pause, acknowledge your progress, and make small shifts that create a big impact. You're not alone in this. I am walking right beside you. It's something that I do in my own business and something that I support my clients to do as well. So step one is really the power of reflection. Let's just start with a single breath together. Inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. Now, with that sense of calm, think about your first quarter. What are you proud of? Maybe it was a bold decision, a small but meaningful habit that you stuck with, or simply showing up when things felt hard. Perhaps you landed an awesome new client, or pushed yourself to step out of your comfort zone and do more videos on social, or just plain kept your head above water in this chaotic political climate. That's a win too. Honor it all. I invite you to use this guide just really to get an overview of this process, but it's awesome if you want to journal it out, if you want to go on a nature walk and start reflecting through some of these things. My invitation is to give yourself some glorious space so you don't just plow through your to-do list. I want you to really take the time and give your brain this idea that it's dipping back into the microfiche to go through all of the wins, micro wins, macro wins, all of the things that you feel went well, that you're proud of, that made you feel expansive. Okay? Now, with that same gentleness in space, consider what felt heavy. What sucked? Were there moments when your energy dipped? When something felt out of alignment? Maybe some tasks drained you, commitments that stretched you too thin, or habits that no longer serve you. You are not alone. We have all at times overextended, said yes when we meant no, or thought of an offer or opportunity that felt like the right fit at the time, later to realize, okay, no, this is absolutely not going to work for me. No judgment, just awareness. When we can openly and honestly review our lives, our choices, our calendars, we have more clarity moving forward. We get the autonomy to choose and choose again. If it worked, repeat or even double down. If it didn't, you can lovingly release it. You can let it go and move on. For me, even thinking about that gives me a great sense of peace. I can breathe deeper. I can let out a sigh of like, okay, I've got this. I'm grateful for a fresh start, to try again for a more balanced and optimized life. Maybe you can relate. Step 2, who's supporting you? You are not meant to do this alone. Take a moment to recognize who and what is truly supporting your success. Your team, your systems, your own inner wisdom. Are they aligned with the vision you have for your life and business? If not, what small shift could create more ease? I know this can be difficult, especially when people's hearts are involved. A little bit easier to audit, adjust, and delete, if needed, a system or a process than it is a person. But I just want you to really give yourself full permission. If you have someone on your team that is creating more stress and pressure, that you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around, or really choose your words, or they're going to spiral down into like victim consciousness, you really have this opportunity to ask yourself very sincerely and honestly, are they the right fit? Are they right for me and my team? Do their values and vision align with my big goal? If not, a shift may be needed for more ease, for a clearer path. You have to remember that everything that you choose to do in your business should be supporting you. It should be making things easier. Not that business is easy by any means, but your teams, your systems, your calendar, your choices, how you manage your inbox, these are choices that you put into place that should feel like doors are opening, that should feel like a fresh breeze coming through the window. If it starts to feel like roadblocks, like a struggle, like something is off, like despite your best effort to improve your skill set to learn the tech of a new app, you just can't get it or it doesn't feel right. This is your opportunity to take a peek and make shifts. If you're doing everything yourself, because I know a lot of solopreneurs are listening to this, my question to you, is it time to delegate? If things feel like they're falling through the cracks, it's something to consider. Trying to juggle all the things may make you feel like you're saving money or doing a better job than getting help. But again, this is your time to be uber specific and honest. Is your current system working for you? If someone else that had full bandwidth, just consider that for a minute. If someone had full bandwidth available to do a specific task, would the outcomes be equal or better than you doing it all by yourself? Something to consider now to have a smooth and sustainable year ahead. On a practical level, this is also a great time to check out your finances. Are all the charges on your accounts correct? This seems so simple, but sometimes if we're not looking at our metrics, if we're not balancing and reconciling, there can be things that it's like, I don't even know what that is, especially now in a climate where we have to be so careful with hackers and miscellaneous charges that just aren't ours. So definitely take a peek and make sure that everything on there is that it should be. And then also it's an opportunity to just look and see if your expenses are categorized properly. This isn't about stress. It's, again, about clarity. I always look at reoccurring subscriptions and memberships and then even ask myself, am I using this service? Is this bettering my life or business? How many times have I logged in and actually taken advantage of the material? This is for all you fellow online course lovers like myself. I usually have a handful in rotation, but sometimes I'll have memberships that are even $500 a year that I really have to now, during this audit time, go, how many times am I plugging in? Am I using the service? If I don't get a resounding yes, this is still awesome and it's of benefit, I cull and I move on. Remember, knowledge is power, and power gives you choice. You don't have to keep doing what you've been doing because it's the way you've always done it. Make sense? Step 3 is the energetic audit. Now let's zoom out and talk about something just as important as the numbers, your energy. Have you fulfilled your promises to yourself and others? Have you honored the goals you set at the start of the year? My invitation here again is not to rush this process. Go through your mental data bank and reflect on conversations and commitments over the last 3 months or even further back. Where do you stand? Have you fulfilled your part? Is there something lingering, an action, a payback, even an email reply? Close up those loops. Neuroscience tells us that our brain seeks resolution. When we leave things unfinished, whether it's an unanswered email, a delayed decision, or an unspoken conversation, our subconscious keeps running those open tabs in the background, which is draining our energy. It's like your cell phone. You have a ton of apps that run in the background. If you have those unchecked and unclosed, they will drain your data, costing you more. Your energy is very similar. Where can you gently bring closure? Maybe it's sending that follow-up, organizing a lingering task, or simply deciding that something no longer requires your energy. If that's the case, my friend, please just take it off the list. Don't just keep putting it on there like Groundhog Day. If it's been sitting there for months, maybe you get to choose today that you don't even want it on there anymore. You get to do that. Here's what I want you to take away. Your business and well-being thrive on clarity, alignment, and intention. When you pause to reflect with kindness, you create the space for new opportunities, deeper fulfillment, and greater ease. Small tweaks now can lead to exponential growth. Changes, just little teeny small tweaks. So here's my invitation. Pick one area from today's episode, whether it's your finances, your systems, your commitments, or your energy, and take one simple step forward this week. No pressure, just progress. If you want deeper support in creating more clarity and ease in your business, let's connect. DM me, reach out, or check out my latest coaching offering. I'd love to walk this journey with you. All right, heart glowers, that's it for today. Until next time, keep shining, keep leading with heart, and remember, you are exactly where you need to be. Until next week, breathe joy.